Hey guys, the Black Wolf Turbo 300 tents that I've got set up next to me here are a super versatile tent for camping and touring. I'm going to take you for a walkthrough today. Let's get started.
Hit it.
Hey folks, Ben from Snowy's here today, down in the Big 4 West Beach Holiday Park, right in the heart of Adelaide's western suburbs. This is a really easy getaway for you and your family, and it's got everything you need to entertain yourself and the kids for a weekend away. They've given us some space down here to set up some products for you today, and I've got the Black Wolf Turbo 300 tents behind me here in the light version and the standard or canvas version here. Now, why would you choose one over the other? Well, starting with the canvas, offers a more weather protection. It's got a higher water head. It's also a little more durable, but it does come in at a heavier weight at about 26 kilos when compared to the light version, which only weighs in at 22 kilos. But with the light version, you get a tent that's much easier to manage and it's far more affordable. When they're packed up, they both come out at about 140 to 145 centimeters, with the canvas version just being a little bit bulkier than the light version. Now the fabrics on the light version here are 150 denier ripstop polyester. Moving to the inner tents over here, also 150 denier ripstop polyester. Now the flyer's got a 2000 millimeter water head. The mesh inside here is a reasonably heavy duty but finer mesh than the canvas version, and that features in this double door here and the windows on the side, as well as the vents in the top. And moving down to the base here, this is a 500 denier Oxford polyester with a 5000 mil water head. And lastly, the frame. It's all an aluminium frame, aluminium components, and a plastic or nylon plastic hub in the middle there. This is a 23 millimeter tubular aluminium frame. Now the canvas version of the Turbo 300 is made of a 230 GSM polycotton ripstop canvas. It gives you more durability, a little more UV resistance as well. The inner tent also made of a 230 GSM ripstop polycotton canvas. And the mesh in the canvas version is a really heavy duty fiberglass mesh, so you're going to be working really hard to put any tears in that. The floor also heavier duty, a 600 denier siliconized polyester floor. And the frame in this one, similar sort of setup with the alloy knuckles, the plastic hub at the top, but the tube here is a 25 millimeter aluminium tube as opposed to the 23. So heavier duty materials all around. I want to show you the features on the outside of the tent. Well, we'll start down the side and the rear of the tent here. The first thing are these guy ropes. There's two of these on each corner, and they've got their own little storage pockets to tuck away into when you're not using them. We do recommend using guy ropes all the time when your tent's set up. I haven't got them set up here today, it's calm. We're going to be packing it away soon anyway. There's two of those on each corner of the tent. Also the window here, now you've got three setup options with this window. First is unzipped completely, as it is there at the moment. Second is zipped closed when the weather gets bad. There's zips down the side here and a Velcro tab on the bottom to secure it in place to keep the weather out. And the third setup option is to use the second zip that's hidden up underneath here, one on each side, and that seals up a little gusset underneath here so that we can actually use some guy ropes in the eyelets on the corners, peg this out as a gusseted window to allow ventilation through the tent whilst keeping the rain out. Now this window features on the other side, but there's nothing on the rear of the tent. That's just a solid canvas panel. Now the coolest feature of the Turbo tents are the 3-pole awnings, which are back around the front of the tent here. Now this 3-pole awning is what makes the tent really versatile. Firstly, the space under here, it's about 2.5 meters wide between the poles there. It comes out about 1.8 meters from the front of the tent. In terms of the height of the tent here, I'm 185 centimeters, so I've got probably 2 meters of clearance in the middle here. And where I walk through at the sides, probably about 1.6 meters, I would say, to this lowest point here. And underneath the awning here are zips and Velcro. That's everything you need to be able to attach side walls to the sides of this awning here to be able to enclose it and create a second living area for your Turbo 300 tent. So as we step inside here, I go through a double door. You've got a mesh panel here for ventilation and a solid panel to keep the weather out. With regards to headspace, you've got about 190 centimeters in the middle here. I'm 185, and I can stand about a quarter of the way into the tent with my head just touching the side here, so I do have plenty of standing space. Features inside, starting at the top, we've got a couple of roof vents on the side here, which are going to help immensely with reducing condensation inside the tent if you've got these open, or if it is particularly cold, you can zip them up and it keeps the warmth inside. Now these seams, the critical seams here, are all seam sealed. There's actually an extra fold on the outside of this seam, so it's going to give you a good amount of water protection if you're using this without the fly, but you do really need the fly for full weather protection. There's a little hook in the middle at the top here, which is a lantern hook. Below that this is actually a handle, which is used for setup and pack down. Don't hang anything too heavy on that because you don't want to collapse the tent in. But this hook works in conjunction with the Velcro tabs that run down the corner here, which go right down to the bottom to a power access point where we can get our 12 or 240 volt power into the tent here. Down in the base of the tent, there's two small storage pockets at the rear here. They're just little mesh pockets, enough room for just your necessities overnight. And in reference to the space inside the Turbo 300, they say it's a 5-person tent. Realistically, I'd say it reasonably comfortably sleeps 4, but it's a super roomy 2 to 3-person tent. Supposedly 300 by 300, giving us a Turbo 300 tent, but on my measurements it comes in just a few centimeters below that at about 295 by 295, but there's not much in it. We've got a couple of airbeds in the Turbo Lite 300 that we've got set up across the way there, so I want to jump across there and show you how they fit. So this is the Turbo Lite 300, so same amount of space inside as the Turbo 300, same dimensions and everything, and I've got an XL single airbed here, which is about 190 centimeters long by roughly a meter wide, and a double high queen airbed here, which is about 2 meters long and about 150 centimeters wide. So you can see you can quite comfortably fit these two airbeds in here. You're probably not going to fit any more. You could possibly fit a small bed at the end here, but there's enough room for mum, dad and one child. Or you could very easily fit 2 single airbeds with plenty of space around for all your gear if it's just for 2 people. Well, one question we get with the Turbo tents, in particular the canvas version, is whether you need to season the canvas before you use it. The answer is no, but hey, it can't hurt when you first get your tent to set it up in the backyard, get your hose and hose it down, because firstly, you're going to season it in any way you can, but secondly, you're going to make sure there's no leaks before you take it out in the field. That's pretty much all there is to tell you about the Turbo 300 tents from Black Wolf. You can grab them online at snowies.com.au at our lowest prices every day. If you've got any questions, let us know in the comments down below. If you want to get more videos like this, subscribe to our channel and we'll send you all the latest and greatest information as soon as it's published, or check out our other Turbo videos like this one down here.